You know, when the COVID-19 situation struck, it was actually the same time that we conceived a project called PAM Jam. That's Poets, Artists, and Musicians Spreading Joy. That's what PAM Jam is all about. So we had 18 poets from the ancient city poets paired with 18 artists from the Butterfield, and they're supposed to collaborate, like write a poem about a piece of artwork and maybe create a piece of artwork based on a poem. So the poet and the artist were supposed to collaborate, and then we would bring in a musician and to be the M part of the PAM Jam, and they would kind of get enthusiastic and inspired from the images and the words, and that's really what the concept of PAM Jam is all about. So here we have with social distancing, it's a perfect opportunity. You're all cooped up in your house, in your art studio, and you got to outreach and interact over the internet with an ancient city poet. So I had the opportunity to collaborate with a artist named Lauren O'Neill, Laura. And so we started sending text messages to each other and talked about what kind of music we liked and what inspired us. And suddenly I had an idea for a poem, and she said, please go ahead with it, because it had so many possibilities for her as an artist to make a painting out of it. So this is my poem as it exists for the collaboration known as PAM Jam. It's called Present Moment Bliss. Heartbreak burned life down to the ground, a broken timepiece tightly overwound. Never a worry of how hours were spent when days were young and quite innocent. I want to know if the custodian cares about the accumulation of unanswered prayers. Trapped in a cage, wasting countless hours, traveling down the same road, speeding past the wild flowers. Barricades were built and consumed by shame and guilt. Suddenly, I smiled like an adopted dog. Sunlight blasting through the fog. A giddy show of teeth, instantaneous and brief. Present moment bliss, an invitation not to miss. To reach freedom, I had to admit my wrong. Discovered the solution. It was inside me all along.